Okay, so fine guys, in this lecture, I'm going to talk about another data type or another data structure inside a Python, the inbuilt one, which is called as dictionary. So I hope we all have heard about a dictionary in our childhood. So where we try to search a meaning of a particular word. Similarly, so you will be able to find out a concept inside a Python and which behave as an inbuilt data structure, and that data structure name is basically a dictionary. So I believe my screen is visible to all of you. So let's try to talk about a dictionary. So how you can create a dictionary? By using curly braces, right? Simple. Execute. And here, so if you are going to check what is a type, what is basically a type of this D. So type of this D is technically a dictionary. Yeah, type of this D is basically a dictionary by default, right? As of now, I'm not entering any kind of a data. And we know that that same thing has been applied even for the set. But yeah, so if I'm going to insert one of the data. Now, whenever we are talking about a dictionary, so basically you have to, right? So you have to insert a data as a key and a value pair. How? So this one, let's suppose name is my key, then colon, obviously colon, right? And then Sudhanshu. Now this is become a dictionary if I'm going to print it. So this is a name and this is a name. This is my this is name as a key and this is the value that I'm trying to insert. So key value pair. Now in this way, dictionary is going to insert a data. Dictionary is going to hold a data. Now here again, I'm going to create a dictionary. Now let's see. So name. So name is going to be SUDHANSHU, 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 and then email underscore ID. So email underscore ID is equals to SUDHANSHU at the rate Euron.1. Now let's suppose if I'm trying to give over here subject. So subject that I used to teach is basically maybe I can try to keep it in a list or maybe in a tuple. So data science, big data, and then maybe a DSA I can try to mention over here. Now, if I'm going to print this dictionary, you must be able to see that key and a value. Name is a key, this is a value. This email ID is a key, this is the value. This subject is a key, and I have a values as a list which is available. So in a key value fashion, I will be able to store the data inside a dictionary. That is practically possible. Yeah, that is practically possible. This is what I'm able to do it inside this particular data structure. Now, there are certain set of a rule that you have to follow when you are going to create a keys and when you are going to create a values. So I'm going to show you that particular part as well. For example, so here, let's suppose I'm going to create a dictionary D1, and here as a key, if I'm going to keep as a integer and value as my name is HU. Let's first talk about just a key. Yeah, it is allowed. So integer as a key is allowed. Now let's test the same thing with basically a string. So a string allowed. Now let's try to test the same thing with a tuple. So can I use a key as a tuple? Can I use key as a tuple? Allowed once again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use list as a key. I'm going to use basically list as a key, not allowed. Immutable elements are allowed. Mutable elements are not allowed, as you can see. Yeah. So list is basically a mutable element. It's not allowed. As simple as that. Okay. Now, so let's try to consider set. Let's try to consider set as a key. Again, not allowed because set is again a mutable element. Yeah. Set is again a mutable element. Now, let's try to use a frozen set then. Frozen set is a immutable, FRO. Frozen set, right? Now here, if I'm going to pass some data, let's see, this is allowed because this is basically a immutable element, right? We have studied about a frozen set. So this can be used as a key over here. Now again, here, so I'm going to put up some special case character, not allowed. Now don't come and say that I'm going to enclose it within this quotes and then I'm able to use it. No, this becomes a string in that case. And obviously string is allowed, but this situation is not allowed. So a special case character is not allowed. As you can see, you are going to get an error. So key, these are things which is allowed. These are the things which is not allowed. We have experimented. Now rest of the experiment, you can do it. Rest of the permutation combination, you can do it. Now, so inside, so when we are trying to create a key inside a dictionary, it should always be a unique one. It should not be a duplicate one in case of a dictionary. Now, for example, let's suppose if I'm trying to create a dictionary D1, and let's suppose if I'm trying to give name, right, name as like a SUDH over here, SUDH over here. Then again, if I'm going to give a name as SUDHNSHU. So as you can see, I am trying to keep name twice, key name as a key, right? Twice. Now, it is not going to complain, but when you will see the output, it is not storing the first one, right? It is giving you the second one. It looks like it's giving you the second one. Now, what dictionary does internally is that whenever you are going to create a key and value pair for the very first time, it will hold it. Now, second time, when you have same key, but a different value, same value, then no changes. Same key, but a different value, the key which already exists, and you are trying to pass some different value, it will try to update. And that's the reason. So we have a key which was already built, and then it's updating with the new values. That's the reason. So you are able to see the updated value. Key should not be duplicate, and key is not going to be duplicate in case of a dictionary. As simple as that. Yeah. So it is never going to be duplicate in any circumstances, in any situation. Fine. Okay, fine. Now, so here we are going to call dictionary D. Now let's suppose inside this dictionary D, I would like to add something new key value pair. I can add it. How? First of all, before adding it, let's try to talk about accessing it. Yeah. So let's suppose if I have to access this, if I have to access this, if I have to access this, how I can access it? So let's suppose if I'm writing D of 0, is it going to work? No, it is not going to work, because 0 is not an indexing that, or 0, 1, 2, 3 is not an indexing style that dictionary used to follow. Dictionary is having its own key value pair, right? So you have to write basically dictionary and then its key. It is going to give you the corresponding values. The dictionary of, let's suppose if I'm going to write email, EMAIL underscore ID, that is going to give me the corresponding one. If I'm going to write maybe a subject, 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 it is going to give me the corresponding one. Yeah. So you have to access a values of the dictionary with the help of its respective keys. Okay. This is fine. Now let's talk about adding something into the dictionary. So let's suppose I would like to add a new key value pair. Yeah. I would like to add a new key value pair, maybe by phone number. Right? Don't get excited. So I'm not going to share my phone number, by the way. I'm already a part of your WhatsApp group, so that's fine. So here I can try to add my phone number. Now phone number is a new key. Now if I'm going to check what is like a D, so phone number, it is trying to store into a new key, right? Into a new key and its respective values. Okay, that's fine. Now let's suppose if I'm trying to update the phone number, means if the phone number already exists, now I would like to assign it with some different values. That's possible, right? That's possible. So it will be able to assign. So if key already exists, it is not going to create the new one. It will try to just accommodate in the same one. As simple as that. It is going to just update the values at that point of a time. Now here, let's suppose I have a dictionary D and I would like to like, create a new, basically like this one, info. Yeah. And then I would like to assign as a dictionary, means dictionary inside a dictionary I'm trying to create. So let's suppose inside the info. So I'm going to like create a variable called as course. And then there are like multiple courses we have. We have all the courses, right? So ops, DSA, system, design, all these things, right? So now this is my dictionary. Now inside this dictionary, you must be able to find out that I have created another dictionary. Yep, I have created another dictionary. How I can access the element of this dictionary? For example, I have to access DSA. How I can access this DSA? It's very simple. First of all, reach out to info. So here, dictionary of, you can try to reach out to info. Yeah, this is giving you this. Then I will try to reach out to this key. So here we have basically COURSE course. Now I have to extract DSA. Now DSA is available into what? Into a list. So what I can do is 0, 1. So here from 1th index, I'm able to get this DSA. So anything and everything that you have inside the dictionary, you will be able to take out. You will be able to extract it with ease. There is no issue that you are going to face at all. Okay, fine, that's great. Now, so there are some inbuilt function you will be able to find out, guys, inside the dictionary. So let's suppose if I have to extract all the keys, 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 I can get it. Yeah, so there is a keys function which is available, which is an inbuilt one. Let's suppose I have to access all the values, I can access it. There is an inbuilt function. So values, all of these values I'm able to access it. So values is one of the function. Now let's suppose there is like I have to access basically all the keys and values pair. So there is a function called as items. There is a function called as items. I can access all this value, key and value pair. See, key and value, key and a value pair, right? Key and a value pair. So all of these things I'm able to access it in a easiest possible way. Everything is possible. I can try to access it without any kind of a doubt. Fine. Now, so likewise, so there are like so many other functions that you will be able to find out, which are the inbuilt function, and you can try to use it just like any other function that we have been using inside a list or inside a set or inside the tuples. Here, I'm going to show you basically like a for loop operation, a simple basic for loop operation. So where I'm going to like based on the keys, I would like to print a values one by one, one by one, one by one. So let's do it, guys. So for I in dictionary dot keys keys, if I'm going to give, right, and then print what? So print basically I. So as you can see, it is printing all the keys for me. Yeah, it is printing all the keys for me. And this is what we had, right? Name, email ID, subject, phone number, info. This is what we have. Now, with respect to this key, I have to print all the values. Let's suppose I can do that for I in basically d dot keys keys. Yeah, keys, and then print what? So print d of basically I. Again, so for each and every keys, for names, Danshu, right? For email ID, this email ID, for subject, this one, for phone number, this one, and info, this one. Everything I'm able to print it. So I will be able to iterate over to the dictionary the way I'm looking for, the way I want. Simple. Yeah. So fine, guys, with that, thank you so much. See you again in my next lecture. So plus solve the assignment. That is important. Yeah. Solve the assignment and then you can forget about everything. That's fine. With that, thank you so much, everyone. Take care.